Hello, students. We are back again, and now we are there on the fifth unit, and that is green skills. So, we will be learning all about green skills in this fifth unit. So, basically, we have to first concentrate on the term green skills. So, basically, it means developing skills and technology which supports our nature and environment. This is what we say as green skills. The current technology which we have now, this is disintegrating and disturbing our nature and environment, and it is suffering a lot. So we need to develop new technologies, new tools, such a way so that our environment remains intact, unharmed. So in this unit we will be learning about all the methods, possible methods through which. So it is about us, we, the most intelligent creature on this planet. At current time, we are moving very fast towards upgradations over almost everything. We are being now developed. We are developing almost every type of technology to make our life more easy. So the current technological development which is going on around us in this current planet in which we all are living is certainly affecting our environment very much. We have consumed almost every bit of environment in which we are living. We have exhausted all the natural resources which were available on this planet. Each and everything which we see around is now being destructed. The thing means the natural resources. We have consumed almost all the types of natural resources available. Either those natural resources are there underwater or on land, wherever it is. All these natural resources are being consumed. And if it goes on like this for more years, then certainly for the coming generations there will be nothing left as such as natural resources. Maybe it can happen, a number of species may go off, may vanish, may extinct, and the coming generations may never see it. Even it may happen ki the current planet may not be habitable for the coming generations. So we are now seeking for the technologies which will certainly help us to maintain a balance between nature and the human being, the so called most intellectual creature on this planet. So, for this, what is required? And that thing is called sustainable development. Sustainable development is required. See, basically, sustainable development means maintaining a balance between nature and the development. That is, the development should be there, it should be more, but not on the cost of degradation of nature and environment. There should be a balance in between the development and nature. Means development should be there in such a way so that the nature remains unharmed. That means the basic concept of sustainable development is that using the natural resources in such a way so that we use only that much which is required. We do not waste it, we do not overuse it. And we are supposed to leave some of the natural resources for the coming generations. So, this is what we see as sustainable development. See, we all know that the planet on which we are living has nature, has environment, but this is all limited. We do not have unlimited. See, all the industries which we see around us, they require raw materials for their products, and they get these raw materials from the environment, from the nature, and they are using it extensively. They are exhausting it. So we require to stop them. We require to use them as sincerely so that something is still left for the coming generations. According to Wu Hongbo, UN Under Secretary General for Economic and Social Affairs, he once said that if the entire countries of this world becomes developed, then at least 3 to 4 more earth will be required to fulfill the requirement of all the creatures living on this planet. See, the population is increasing constantly, and depending on the population, production will be increased. And to fulfill the requirement of each and every person living on this planet, certainly more resources will be required, and the resources which are available on our planet is not that much which will be able to fulfill the requirement of every person who lives on this planet, and all those countries becomes developed. So at least 3 to 4 more earth is required in order to fulfill the resources, fulfill the requirement of all the creatures living on this particular planet. So when we see these things, when we listen to these things, certainly the answer comes up for the question why there is a need for sustainable development. So I guess it is quite very clear, why do we require sustainable development? We require because a number of more generations will certainly come on this planet after us, and they all require the same things which we require, and their requirement will be fulfilled only when the natural resources will be available on this planet. So it is our responsibility. So if we require sustainable development, then certainly it is not the task of one person, it is not the task of one single country, it is the task for all. When everybody all around the world will come together from all the dimensions, then only this sustainable development is quite possible. So if we talk about dimensions of sustainable development, we have four dimensions of sustainable development. The very first dimension is social, the second dimension is economic, the third dimension is ecological or nature related, that is environmental, and the fourth is political or governments. So we see that these are the four dimensions, and when all these four dimensions will come together and they will progress as united together, and they will be going together for one thought, then only this sustainable development is possible. So all these four dimensions should work together, they should coordinate together, then only the sustainable development is possible, and then this earth will be habitable for always, so that the coming generations may survive. So, the World Commission on Environment and Development, it says that environment and development are not separate challenges. They go together. Development cannot subsist on a deteriorating environmental resource base. The environment cannot be protected when growth leaves out of account the cost of environmental destructions. These problems cannot be treated separately by fragmented institutions and policies. They are linked in a complex system of cause and effects. So when we listen to that, we see certainly that uh, development, when development will go on, that development certainly will affect the environment, and it is the development only which should be done in such a way so that the environment is protected, and it is. So if we take all those four dimensions of sustainable development together, we can see that three dimensions can become pillars of sustainable development, and those pillars are social, environment, and economy. And the fourth one, which we say as political or governments, will become the binding agent, will compile all those three, will combine all those three together to work as a unit for sustainable development. So we need to understand what are these three pillars and what are the work of what exactly they are. So the very first one is social. So in social, the very first thing which comes up is workers' health and safety. With the help of sustainable development, we can get better health and better safety for workers which are working under a number of institutions or a number of industries. And the next thing which comes up is impact on local communities' quality of life. So this will ensure how the life of common people, how the life of communities, or what it will be the quality of the life when the people will go after this sustainable development. The sustainable development will be for all. It should reach to all the people, especially to the disadvantaged group. A number of groups are there, a number of societies are there which are living among us, near us, and they do not get the advantages of the technology or the development. So the sustainable development says that the development should reach to all. All means all, to all the communities and all the societies. The development should be there with everyone, whosoever lives on this planet. The next pillar is environment. So when the term environment comes up, certainly we are supposed to secure the environment, protect the environment, and by doing so, the sustainable development means under the sustainable development there should be a reduced waste generation into the environment. That means the industry should work in such a way, should develop their products in such a way so that no waste should come out, and when there will be no waste, it will not go into the environment. See, at current time, a number of industries, whichever they produce the waste, they throw up in the environment. Either they dump in the soil or they throw it in the river or oceans or seas, and they pollute them. So the sustainable development says that there should be no waste production. So no waste means no pollution and no harm to the nature. The sustainable development should have a positive impact on the human life. It should not impact their health or hygiene. The sustainable development promotes the use of renewable raw materials, the raw materials which can be used back again. And once again, the sustainable development, it simply says that there should be no elimination of toxic in the environment. See, all these industries which goes around, not all but some produce toxic substances, and these toxic substances either they come out as a liquid or as a gases into the environment and they pollute the environment. So certainly this sustainable development should stop the generation of these toxic substances. So the basic concept of environment is that the technological growth should be there, but it should not harm the environment. There should be no waste which should be dumped out into the environment and we should pollute the environment. Either there should be no waste or there should be some measures to recycle those waste which comes out from the industries, and certainly the nature will be saved. And the resources should also be used in such a way so that the resources should not be harassed or used to the last. It should be used minimum, only that much which is required. The last pillar of sustainable development is economy. Certainly the economy also needs to be improved, and how it should be improved, and that is by the production of either new products which should follow sustainable development, or the same old product should be developed using some new technologies where this sustainable development is possible. That means the nature is unharmed. The industry should be provoked to use less energy for production, and to use minimum raw materials for the production of their things whichever they are producing in their industries. So the basic concept of economy and sustainable development as a pillar is the new technologies should come up. See, in September 2015, the General Assembly adopted the concept of sustainable development. And in this agenda of sustainable development, they discuss about a number of goals which should be achieved in this sustainable development. And the motto means the main line, the baseline for the sustainable development was and is leaving no one behind. And when you read this line, leaving no one behind, that means it includes almost every creature living on the planet. It is about nature, environment, the human being, the humanity, and everything that survives on the planet. So they discussed about 17 goals. A number of goals were there, and those a number of goals are now counted as 17. So 17 goals are there in total, which are the goals of sustainable development. The very first goal is no poverty. The second goal is zero hunger. Third is good health and well being. Fourth is quality education. Fifth is gender equality. Sixth is clean water and sanitation. Seventh is affordable and clean energy. Eighth is decent work and economic growth. Ninth is industry, innovation and infrastructure. 10th is reduce inequality, then sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace and justice, strong institutions, partnerships to achieve the goal. So these are 17 goals of sustainable development, and these 17 goal includes almost everything. Life, wherever life is there on this planet, it supports all these life. Means there should be future for all the types of life which are. So now we have five P's of sustainable development, and those five P's are prosperity, partnership, peace, planet, and people. So if we see the very first one, that is prosperity, it says that we are determined to ensure that all human beings can enjoy prosperous and fulfilling lives, and that economic, social, and technological process occurs in harmony with nature. So it says that the human being should survive a prosperous life, and that too with the current development in economy, social, or in technological growth, and that too we live with nature in harmony. The second is partnership. See, it is not the work of a single country, it is the work of all around the world. So all the countries should come together, should partnership together in order to get sustainable development. The third is peace. The sustainable development should bring a peace in everybody's life. And one more thing is there, that when there will be peace, then only there will be development. If there is a violence, then no development is possible. So peace is certainly required for sustainable development. There will be no sustainable development without peace. The fourth is planet. We are supposed to protect this planet. We are supposed to protect all the natural resources of the planet, and that will be done using the sustainable development. And the last is people. Through sustainable development, the hunger, the poverty. See, as all the countries all around the world, they are going in the direction of sustainable development. So our country is not far behind. Our country, India, is also working for sustainable development, and a number of procedures are there, number of steps are there, which will be followed and which will be there, which will be followed in order to obtain sustainable development. Government of India has created Niti Ayog, and the Niti Ayog has been given the task or the responsibility to take actions regarding sustainable development and to fulfill the sustainable development goals. The states of our country, they are also going after the sustainable development goals, and they are quite making some rules and regulations and possibilities through which these goals are possible. The Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, they have also made some indicators through which these sustainable development goals can be created, and the state government have made a number of bodies, a number of communities which can observe and which can ensure the sustainable development growth in India, in our country.